This is fascinating, guys. We have spoken about how certain law enforcement in the US have these unofficial quotas. They try and arrest as many people as possible to try and legitimize how many people they have on the payroll, how much investment is being placed in them. They artificially inflate the statistics effectively, and DUIs is one of the big ones. Now, we covered this a little while ago, how there was a state trooper that I think made 8 false arrests for DUI in like a few months, something like that. And the state trooper, in this regard, never received any kind of punishment, which, that reeks of corruption. That, I called it that at the time. It really, really does. And you guys agreed with me in the comments, And this apparently is a problem nationwide. And it's not just with state troopers, it's probably with all kinds of law enforcement officers, maybe even at the federal level as well. There's a lot of accusations around ICE as well, the immigration people, around what they're doing, So, let's not open the can of worms completely, but let's dive in with what this whistleblower has said, because now someone who was on the inside has come out and confirmed a lot of our suspicions, really, when it comes to this, because he has claimed that there is a quota and a pressure from above to be able to fill these quotas when it comes to DUIs, driving under the influence arrests. Let's have a look at this as always, guys. This is absolutely huge if true. So shout out to the chief investigative reporter for V4 Nashville, Jeremy Finley, who has broke this story to us. He has put a blunt claim on the table when it comes to these accusations about corruption in police forces in the United States, particularly for the Tennessee Highway Patrol, because a former trooper has come out and said some explosive things about their former job, claiming that there is internal pressure to hit DUI numbers. And that pressure is very much pushing people to arresting people who are completely sober, and they know they are sober. Now, this is a big claim, but is there any proof for it? Well, he's brought a taped, he revealed an audio recording. He produced an audio recording of what he said was an internal meeting about DUI maps, and people there who very much said the quiet part out loud. Ashley Smith, who is a former THP trooper, opened the meeting with a big statement, an absolute gut punch, if you will, saying this is corruption. Saying, quote, "This is corruption. We are ruining people's lives. We are being forced to ruin people's lives." End quote. Now, of course, DUI is a bad thing. Absolutely should be an offence. No one is suggesting it shouldn't be. It is something that is very dangerous. Not just for the perpetrator, but for anybody else using the road at that time. They can easily get caught up in it. It leads to a lot of crashes. It leads to a lot of injuries. It leads to a lot of fatalities. Reducing DUI numbers is a good thing. Everybody can agree with that. But anybody with 2 brain cells can very much agree that arresting people who are innocent is a bad thing. Doesn't matter what you're accused of. If you've not done it, you shouldn't be arrested for it. That doesn't apply to DUI in Tennessee. Former trooper Adam Potts responded to what Finley had to say, saying, quote, "It's a quota," end quote. And he also confirmed that he too has felt pressure to arrest people who are clearly sober to try and get them on the DUI charge. Finley then asked Potts if he's ever arrested anybody who is sober for a DUI charge, and Potts confirmed that he has, saying, quote, "Yes, sir, I'm sure I have," end quote. But possibly the worst part about all of this recording is the fact that Captain Patrick Turner said, quote, "Arrest every DUI that you can get your hands on," end quote. And if you're wondering how many arrests needed to be made to hit this self-imposed quota, they would need to have around 100 DUI arrests per year, or around 1 every 3 days on average.
I'm passing on the message of what the command staff wants. What does hard work look like? Well, it could look like arresting 100 plus DUIs a year. You turn in 33 DUIs per year and 1.7 contacts, you're going to get spanked.
Finley also obtained some emails via the Open Records Act as well. And when speaking in this interview, he showed a message from Captain Bruce McCauley, which had the subject line DUI map. But what was this map? Well, it lists every county in District 8 and, by each trooper's name, a number the whistleblowers say reflects the individual DUI arrests, which is basically, as he puts it, a public leaderboard. Unsurprisingly, the Tennessee Highway Patrol denies these claims are accurate. However, they haven't produced any evidence to the contrary. Finley has maps, emails, messages, audio recordings, the lot. The Highway Patrol have nothing other than their denial. So what's going to happen here? Well, it's all about how seriously they take these claims. Someone like the governor of Tennessee, for example, could put a stop to this if he wanted to. Get an independent tribunal to interview every single trooper and get to the reality of this. See if it's actually accurate. Given the evidence we can see, given the evidence that's been presented, you'd hazard a guess that there'd been potential for this to be true without a doubt. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below, guys. Are you surprised by this? We really shouldn't have to explain how bad it is that people are being harassed by the police. That's what this is. If people are being pulled over by the police without any cause, without any legitimate reason for it, and then arrested for DUI as well, despite showing no signs of being drunk or disorderly or anything, that's a really, really bad thing. That is a clear abuse of power. And it makes anybody driving around in these states very nervous. They could literally be doing nothing and the police could pull them over and then they're spending the night in a jail cell. It's not great, is it, really? But yeah, thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Any updates we will find. Any updates that come from this, we'll find them. We'll let you know about it. Have a great day, guys, and drive safe out there, especially if you're in Tennessee going off of this. Jeez.